Struggling to connect Azure resources securely? In the next few minutes, I'll break down VNets, subnets, NSGs, peering, VPN, ExpressRoute, and Virtual WAN so you can design production-ready networks with confidence. Welcome back to TechCirrus-SG. I'm Vikram, and today we're covering the foundations of Azure networking. Whether you're building a lab or going to production, this video will give you a clean mental model plus real-world tips from the field. Let's start with virtual network, or say VNet. It is your private network boundary in Azure, like your own data center in the cloud. You assign an IP address space using CDR, deploy resources inside it, and control connectivity. VNets are region-scoped but can connect across regions via peering. Subnets logically segment your VNet, for example, Web, App, DB, Gateway, and Azure Bastion subnet. Each subnet gets its own CIDR range, route table, and NSG. For scalable designs, use a 3-tier model or hub-spoke landing zone and reserve special subnets ahead of time for gateways, firewalls, and Bastion. Avoid overlap and leave buffer for future services. Let's see virtual network quickly over Azure Portal. We'll not deploy this now, but to give a sense on what you may see over Portal. VNet is the combination of address space, subnets, routing, and security. Common CIDR ranges include 10.0.0.0/16 or 10.1.0.0/16, but try to avoid overlap with on-prem and future mergers, as it will create IP conflict and your network will be messy. Next, jump onto network security groups that control traffic at the subnet or NIC level using stateful rules. Rules include priority, source, destination, protocol, port, and action. To configure NSG, you can start with deny by default and explicitly allow only what's needed. Leverage service tags like Azure Load Balancer, Internet, Virtual Network, or Regional Service Tags. Consider application security groups, ASG, to group VMs by role. Then target NSG rules at ASGs instead of IPs. You can also try a quick NSG creation on your end by allowing this incoming rule as shown on your screen. And finally, a pro tip for you all. You can use NSG flow logs in traffic analytics to validate traffic and troubleshoot. Next, VNet peering that connects two VNets within the same region or across regions with private low latency routing. Peered VNets behave like WAN for routing, but no transitive routing. VNet 1 connects to VNet 2, but VNet 1 doesn't automatically route to VNet 3 through VNet 2. For transitivity, use a hub-and-spoke design with Azure Firewall or vWAN hubs, as you see one of them on your screen. Next is VPN Gateway. It provides encrypted tunnels like site-to-site S2S, which helps connect on-prem to Azure via IPsec key. Another tunnel called point-to-site P2S, where developers or admins connect from laptops using certificates or Azure AD Auth. Before you deploy VPN Gateway in Azure, choose the right SKU based on throughput, tunnels, and features, BGP, zone redundancy. Place the gateway in gateway subnet and expect 30-45 minutes to provision. Next is ExpressRoute, ER. It is a private, dedicated connection from your data center or co-location to Microsoft's backbone, providing higher throughput, consistent latency, and SLA-backed connectivity compared to Internet VPN. You set up an ER circuit through a connectivity provider and link it to a virtual network gateway, ExpressRoute. You can also use global reach to connect on-prem sites through Microsoft's network. One pro tip to call out here. You can use FastPath with ER for improved data path performance to your NVA or gateway. Our final topic for the day is Virtual WAN. It is a managed global hub and spoke service that simplifies connecting branches, VNets, users, and sites at scale. It supports SD-WAN and VPN providers, ExpressRoute, User VPN, and Azure Firewall Manager integration, all centrally managed. Think of vWAN as your cloud core network with regional hubs. It handles transitive routing, policy, and automation across regions. A pro tip to call out again. You can use vWAN when you have many sites or need global transit. Without managing NVA complexity, it reduces a lot of your admin overhead of handling routing manually. Let's do a quick recap. VNet is your private network boundary, where subnets helps you segment workloads. NSGs helps enforce traffic policy. VNets, peering links, provides no transitivity by default. VPN Gateway for encrypted tunnels. ExpressRoute for private dedicated circuits. Virtual WAN provides global transit with managed hubs. Combine these with solid IP planning, route control, and layered security, and you're production ready. If this helped, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment. Which Azure networking topic should I deep dive next? I'm thinking Azure Firewall End-to-End Lab. Resources are linked below. See you in the next one.